Morning has come, arise and greet the day. Dance with joy and sing a song of gladness. The light of hope it shines upon each face. May it bring faith to guide our journey home. A new day dawns, once more the gift is given. Wonder fills this moment shared together. The light of peace it shines upon each face. May it bring faith to guide our journey home. Open our eyes to see that life abounds. Open hearts to welcome it among us. The light of love it shines upon each face. May it bring faith to guide our journey home.
Welcome to our worship service. I'm the Reverend Laura Shennum, and I serve Cascade Unitarian Universalist Fellowship up in Wenatchee, Washington. I'm thrilled to be the guest minister today at Live Oak Unitarian Universalist Church and to talk about the Tao of Sustainability on this Earth Day. Now let's settle into our spaces, taking a deep breath in and out. As Unitarian Universalists, we believe we are all connected in this world, and we value the worth and dignity of each and every person. We pull on the wisdom of many sources to teach us, guide us, and help us understand this world. As we prepare our hearts for worship, I invite you to gather your chalices to light as I say these opening words. Our opening words are from our hymnal number 428 by May Sarton. Come out of the dark earth, here where the minerals glow in their stone cells, deeper than seed or birth. Come into the pure air above all heaviness of storm and cloud to this light-possessed atmosphere. Come into, out of, under the earth, the water, the air. Love, touch us with primeval candor. Come, let us worship together.
singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the world. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where his feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light, Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God recreation of the new day. Morning has broken like the first morning, blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the world.
Good morning. I'm Carrie Krause, the Director of Lifespan Faith Development here at Live Oak. So glad you joined us today for worship. This morning's big idea is Thank You, Earth by April Pulley Sayer. Dear Earth, thank you for water and those that float, for slippery seaweed and stone. Thank you for mountains and minerals that strengthen bills and bone. Thank you for air, even fishy whale breath. Thank you for colors and coastlines and beach. Thank you for tiny and towering, for trees and vines that reach. Thank you for curves and prickles and parallels, for patterns, all shapes that repeat. Thank you for leaves and stems and buds, for plant parts we can eat. Thank you for sounds and storms and seasons, for struggles and pale in-betweens. Thank you for rays and radials and overlapping greens. Thank you for jumbles, ingredients for soil, and bright new growth in spring. Thank you for those that crawl. Yes, all. Even for those that sting. Thank you for sunsets, for sky room for birds, for edges eyes can roam. Thank you for beginnings, for endings, for lifetimes. Thank you for being our home.
I'm taking my segment today to talk about Confucianism and Taoism and how they play into the subject at hand. These two traditions are about 2,500 years old. And throughout this time, they have bled into each other. They are not at all times distinct beliefs, and we'll see why. Many share the same ideas, and there are also disagreements on how to live out these ideas. So if we can pull from the past and look at the wisdom therein, we can use it to look at more contemporary problems. But first, it's pertinent to understand or talk about the Tao. And the Tao is this assertion of the now and the path, the way, these incomprehensible forces that make life what it is. To speak more to the point, a river doesn't move just left and just right. It meanders. And this is the way to contemplate both the yin and the yang. On one hand, our contemporary problems are due to a lack of spontaneity, a lack of genuine feeling, and a lack of knowing our own genuineness. And on the other hand, it's to know when to force the issue and to know when you can do so and when that's possible. However, something that isn't mentioned nearly enough in our culture is this wu wei, this not doing, and the power of not doing. In many cases, agitating the environment is an act of us doing or consuming something that necessitates the act of taking. So us no longer participating in a certain waste that we participate in a certain consumption. Here is the wisdom of not doing, of wu wei. On the other hand, we have the wisdom of Confucianism, and this is the focus on social doctrine. What can I do to assist in the well-being of society? This is the ultimate goal, the well-being of humanity and the well-being of the social network of human beings. What can I give to assist this? What can I give up to assist this? When can I stand out of the way with my own personal desires and expectations? So on one hand, we have this focus on what can I do to participate to make better society? And on the other hand, we have Taoism, whereas what can I do to improve myself? How can I be better? How can I make myself not need such wasteful things, not participate in these destructive ways, not to condone or perpetuate these things? So to answer this dilemma, it is a mix of both personal ethic, and social responsibility. knowing when to do something, and knowing when to do nothing. I'll leave you with 2 quotes. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. And mastering others is strength, but mastering yourself is true power.
Well, I'm gonna get through this world the best I can if I can. And I'm gonna get through this world, and I think I can. Well, I'm gonna work in this world the best I can if I can. And I'm gonna work in this world, and I think I can, and I think I can. I'm gonna get through this world best I can if I can. I'm gonna work in this world best I can if I can. I'm gonna get through this world best I can. Well, I'm gonna walk in this world the best I can if I can. And I'm gonna walk in this world, and I think I can. I am gonna talk in this world the best I can if I can. And I'm gonna talk in this world, and I think I can, and I think I can. I'm gonna walk in this world the best I can if I can. I'm gonna talk in this world the best I can if I can. I'm gonna get through this world best I Well, I'm gonna clean up this world the best I can if I can. And I'm gonna clean up this world, and I think I can. Well, I'm gonna leave this world behind the best I can if I can. And I'm gonna leave this world behind, and I think I can, and I think I can. I'm gonna clean up this world best I can if I can. I'm gonna leave this world behind the best I can if I can. I'm gonna get through this world best I can.
Recently, my family decided to take down our elaborate bird feeding setup because there's a salmonella virus outbreak throughout the western region being transmitted by bird feeders. This outbreak is killing songbirds, which in turn is infecting the other animals that may feed on birds. As I read the materials about the outbreak, I quickly realized feeding the birds was really more about my enjoyment than it was to help them remain fed. The articles reminded people there were plenty of natural resources for the birds to find nourishment. I was heartbroken a bit because I no longer heard the birds outside my window in the morning. However, as spring continues to unfold and flowers continue to bloom, of course, the birds are finding nourishment in the natural surrounding, and I can still hear them sing their beautiful songs. How many times have we as humans come up with a solution to what we perceive as a problem with nature, only to realize that for the health of the natural world and the sustainability of it, that solution was not really needed. J. McDaniel, in his essay, The Tao of Sustainability, reminds us we are constantly being called to learn and live within the limits of the earth. He suggests it is our responsibility and duty to work towards maintaining the harmony of the natural world. He turns to Taoism and process theology as a way to help us live into this value. Taoism, as Connor suggested earlier, is a way of maintaining harmony with the earth and the relationships in our lives. What is important to know about process theology is it is based on the following principles. God is expansive and can be called God, mystery, nature, love, or something greater than ourselves, or any word that works for you. For simplicity's sake, today I will be using the term God. God encompasses all experiences, past and present, but not future. So that's key. Remember that. God encompasses all experiences, past and present, but not future. God lures us or calls us to be co-creators in the world. The lure or call is to create more love, beauty, and justice in our world. We are constantly being presented with choices in how we can answer that call. And finally, harmony, as J. McDaniel describes for process thinkers, is not sameness. And it is not static. It is a harmony that is fluid and evolving over time. It includes a healthy dose of novelty and creativity with dissonance as well as consonance. It's a kind of non-violent togetherness. Think about singing in a choir. Choirs have different parts to create harmonies, and those harmonies come together in the beauty of a song. By putting Taoism and process theology together and defining our responsibility and duty to the sustainability of the earth, J. McDaniel gives us an active way to participate in this goal. By being co-creators in the world, we are called into a relationship of participation and partnership with each other and our natural surroundings that helps us shape and vision sustainable communities. What is our part in this co-creation of sustainable communities? What can we do to help sustain harmony and maintain the Tao? We have to first understand sustainable communities are those that are able to exist into the indefinite future, and those communities also help to sustain us. The sustainability for the earth comes from the delicate balance of maintaining the limits of what pollution can be absorbed and what resources can be replenished. We are sustained by not only the material resources created by the natural world, but also the joy, beauty, and pleasure of the natural world. How many of you find your connection to the holy or mystery through the natural world? Whether it be exploring or witnessing the world around you or through gardening and tending the earth, we are sustained by that connection just as much as we are sustained by the material resources. It inspires our music, art, stories, imagination, and creativity. To be active co-creators in this process, we have to experience this sustenance and encourage others as well. It needs to be brought into our education systems, lifestyles, public policy. Can you imagine how public policy would change if the policymakers were asked to go for a walk in nature before they created any policy? Or how children would write stories or imagine possibilities if they were taken on a walk before having to write an essay? This is part of the harmony, recognizing the beauty of the world around us and being inspired by it. Alfred North Whitehead, founder of Process Thought, reminds us we need the harmony of science and art to understand our parts in co-creation. Whitehead argued that we learn something about sunsets from quantum theory, and we learn something about them from poetry. He further suggests people must be given opportunities for feeling the beauty of the planet as well as attending to its patterns. I find this way of answering the call of responsibility to our earth very liberating. It is not the should list. I should do this or that, or just work down a list of behaviors to change. Instead, it invites me into a different relationship. It encourages me to appreciate the beauty of the world. And when I appreciate the beauty, I want to learn more about it. When I learn more about it, then I realize the changes I need to make to sustain that beauty, which then results in me being a co-creator and sustaining the harmony of the natural world. So many of our challenges in ecological thinking start from a place of limiting behavior or a list of changes that should be made without providing the foundation of appreciating the beauty of the world. When my front yard is in bloom in the summer, I can witness the sustainability of harmony on a regular basis. The plants provide nourishment for the bees, insects, and birds. The bees, insects, and birds provide sustenance for the plants as well as the predatory animals or birds. I contribute by providing water, removing dead plants, and keeping the area free of pollution. In return, I get to enjoy the beauty of it each and every day. When we embrace the Tao of sustainability, we find ourselves in a dance with nature. We observe and listen, then respond with creativity to answer the call nature has issued us. Where we have to be intentional is letting nature guide us in our solutions, as well as working within the limits Earth provides us. We humans are quite a bunch. We have so much creativity and ideas for solutions sometimes. However, we need to learn to listen and understand when our solutions are really needed. May we each explore and appreciate the natural world around us. May it inspire us to learn, create, and respond in ways that maintain harmony and can be sustained into the future. May it be so, my friends. I invite you into a time of meditation. Settle into your seat. Take a deep breath in and out. Plant your feet firmly on the floor. And if you so choose, close your eyes. Our meditation words are from John Ruskin. There is religion in everything around us, a calm and holy religion in the unbreathing things in nature. It is a meek and blessed influence, stealing in, as it were, unaware upon the heart. It comes quickly and without excitement. It has no terror, no gloom. It does not rouse up the passions. It is untrammeled by creeds. It is written on the arched sky. It looks out from every star. It is on the sailing cloud and in the invisible wind. It is among the hills and valleys of the earth where the shrubless mountaintop pierces the thin atmosphere of eternal winter. or where the mighty forest fluctuates before the strong wind with its dark waves of green foliage. It is spread out like a legible language upon the broad face of an unsleeping ocean. It is the poetry of nature. It is that which uplifts the spirit within us and which opens to our imagination a world of spiritual beauty and holiness.
leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on, greet the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home.
Thank you again to Live Oak for inviting me to be your guest minister today and all those who helped create the worship video for you this morning. Our benediction is from our hymnal number 550, and words are attributed to Chief Seattle. This we know. The earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth. This we know. All things are connected like the blood which unites one family. All things are connected. Whatever befalls the earth befalls the people of the earth. We do not weave the web of life. We are merely a strand in it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. Love and blessings be with you on this day and in all the days forward.
Soon the day will arise when we will be together, and no longer will we live in fear. And the children will smile without wondering whether on that day thunder clouds will appear. Wait and see what a world there can be if we share, if we care, you and me. Wait and see